What's good, guys? Your boy Hugo the Savage back again for another review of Force Season 2, Episode 8. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Pablo the Savage in the background. That's the boy, you know, like that. Jam-packed episode of everything that's just went on. It's going to take me a while to break it down. Hopefully, I can do it in a quicker time. I have to say straight off, I think it was a decent episode to good. I think there was a lot more... I was going to say less action, but as it picked up towards the end. But yeah, less action, more dialogue, more building of the characters, more layers to the characters being built, especially with Diamond, and a bit more to do with Tommy as well. Any negatives this episode, I'll just say it felt a bit rushed. I feel like what happened in this episode could have been either spanned across 2 episodes, or some of the stuff could have been in a different one. I'll say that because... obviously, by the time you've watched this, you would have seen the episode. So, Leon, the little boy that Diamond's been pretty much mentoring, is currently dating his mum as well. The way they started this one off, it was all to do with the boy had a... It started off from the last episode. So the last episode, Diamond slept with the mum for the first time. He wakes up to have breakfast with the mum, and then she gives him a talking to, pretty much saying like, "Yo, I know that what we're doing is fun. I really enjoy your time together, but Leon comes first." Etc, etc. You know what I mean? Being a good mom, everything comes first with her son. Perfectly said. And she already knew everything about Diamond due to people in the neighborhood, and he's trying to explain to her like, that's what I've done, but that's not who I am as a person. Great building of the character, because you can see the complexities of Diamond, what he has of trying to become a better man, but he's still trying to deal with the business with CBI and the drugs. Doesn't really seem like a guy who's making the money and trying to be flashy. It seems like he's leading towards something, whereas we know with Tommy, since the beginning of Power, Tommy wants to be a drug dealer. To be a drug dealer, it's not because he wants to be a millionaire or he wants a mansion. We don't really ever see him spend his money. So we get that. Then we get Leon. I think he gets a gig on TV where he's gonna give one of his speeches, and then it's like a choice between, does Diamond go on this mission with Tommy to meet the DSD crew, or does he choose the kid? He chooses the kid. Teach him how to tie a tie and all the father-son stuff. And then upon dropping him home, 2 of the kids that were trying to bully him before pull up on him. He takes off his jacket, goes for the ones, you know what I mean, for the scrap. This all felt rushed though, like he took off his jacket, squared up, punched up the guy, then he got shot. And then he was dead a minute later. And it was a sad scene. I thought it would have been way more impactful if it didn't feel rushed, because once he died, and... you know, the mom turns up it's outside his house, so once the mom turns up and, you know, she goes off on Diamond saying it's his fault and all this business, that's it for the rest of the episode. Like, we don't see anything to do with that little boy. We don't see the mom going through any turmoil. We get Diamond being drunk and reverting back to how he was before, and we get a scene right at the end where the probation officer walks in on Diamond and Tommy. Diamond's drunk and he's got the money and the drugs all around him. And he walks in on it and he's about to take him to prison, and Diamond slices his throat with a blade. Very brutal. And you get like Tommy laughing in the mirror, almost like, he's not trying to be the good guy, because he had that problem with Ghost before. He needs him to be in. But that didn't reflect the character what we got from Tommy at the beginning of the episode, which is weird, because at the beginning, Tommy woke up to Maria and basically said to her, like, listen, he didn't wake up to her, he came back from... the police officer died in the last episode, and he says to Maria, listen, I don't want to lie to you, I've done this rodeo before, I've told women lies, I want to tell you the truth, I want to be honest with you, so anything you ask me, I'll tell you. So you go from that Tommy having a moral compass to the end where he's just laughing. I don't get it. It's a bit weird. I think it was all a bit rushed. Hopefully that noise doesn't pick up too much. I feel like the little boy dying that's not a problem that he did in this episode, but everything was rushed. So yeah, we get that. In terms of Claudia and what's her name, Showtime or whatever, same regular things. CBI and they're trying to recruit other crews to make a coalition. The Serbs are still trying to take out Tommy. They're trying to attack him again. The police, they've got a problem because they know that their guy's been murdered and trying to put it on Tommy. They've let Tommy know now that they're after him. They've pulled up on him. They've let him know, we know you faked your death. We know who you are. They pulled up on Maria. Let Maria know that if we get Tommy, you'll be pulled in on a RICO case. Miguel hates Tommy now because he's aware that Tommy's gone behind his back to make a coalition with all these crews, and obviously he's Tommy's supplier in the first place. So it's all over the place. As I said, good episode, good storytelling, very rushed though, and just spreading this across 2 episodes would have made it way better. The character build, I mean, some of the characters acting's a bit meaty. I mean, we got Vic put under a little bit of pressure by the police officer, and then he just says, "Oh, Tommy's the one who killed the police officer," instantly. So that's always a bit of a weird one with Vic, because you can't tell. He obviously cares about himself, but at the same time, you're like, is he on Tommy's side? Is he not? We know he's not now. So it's going to be interesting to see the next episode. We're getting close to the end. I think there's 10 episodes in the series, or in the season. This is episode 8, so we've got 2 more. It just says to me, though, that it's going to be forced again. No pun intended, but because obviously there's 2 episodes left. We've got to find out. Well, Tommy's going to get... I don't know. We'll see when we'll get to that. I don't want to leave it too long. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Hit me in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this particular episode, what you felt about the acting. And I'll see you guys soon, man. Run.